Have you ever wondered why are there so many instances of Meghan looking directly into the camera? It's like this uncanny ability to just know where the photographer is and then just strike a pose. Now there's a reason why this is strange and disturbing at the same time, and in this video you will find out why does she do that and why it's so creepy. And you'll also learn a powerful body language tip to make people think that you are fascinating. Welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and it would be great if you join us by just liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell. Let's get down to it. I began noticing this pattern of Meghan a while ago, and at first I originally dismissed it as, well, coincidences. People were cherry-picking photos of her just to make it seem that she was always trying to find where the camera was. Now, making eye contact is a fascinating topic in body language, and it's a great source of discussion about how much is too much, or if liars try to not look you directly in the eye, and much more. There's even a rule about eye contact that you should not keep your eyes on the eyes of the other person for more than 5 seconds because it can make them feel uncomfortable. Because eye contact is an incredible exchange of energy, and we can communicate so much with our eyes without knowing exactly how we do it. Before I go into explaining why Meghan's photos staring directly into the camera are especially unsettling, there's an extremely powerful body language tip that I want to give you and just suggest that you use it wisely. When you lock your eyes with another person, you instantly begin to process the emotions that you are looking at. This is automated by design, programmed directly into our brains. This is important because the eyes are an instant way of communication. For example, if you're walking and talking with a friend and you suddenly see their faces turn to surprise and their body flinch, you're going to do exactly the same. Your brain is going to process automatically that your friend is watching something that you're not aware of, and their facial expression is the way to transmit that instant message so you can react. That's how we managed to survive millions of years. That was the original instant messaging. When you look at someone's face and you can read their emotions easily, or you don't need much effort to define their emotion, your brain doesn't have to work as much. You can decipher their facial expression with a quick look. But if they have a neutral look on their faces, you'll need to take a longer look so your brain can pick enough signals to decipher their emotion. So here's the tip I want to give you. Relaxing your face so you don't give away your emotions at first sight forces other people's minds to take more time to decipher you. And just making them look at you 1 or 2 seconds more than usual is enough for them to consider you interesting. Having a rather neutral expression makes people look at you longer, just a couple seconds. Sometimes people say, hey, I think everyone finds me boring, maybe I'm not that interesting, and they wonder why is this? Well, maybe if people don't have to put much effort into reading your emotions, or besides that, you tell them the whole story of your life in a single sitting, then don't expect that they're going to find you much interesting either. So any photo with someone looking straight into the camera is going to have a direct impact in us. Even if it's just a picture, our minds cannot tell the difference. We're going to feel like those photos are actually looking at us. That's the first piece of this puzzle. You feel like Meghan is aware of your presence. And you might be thinking, I look at pictures of people looking at the camera all the time and don't feel the same. But there's something that we haven't taken into account, and it's context. And for every body language analysis, context is a deal breaker. And in this case, it's the amount of photographers that could be around the royals at any given time. You might think that with so many people pointing cameras at you, at least some of them will catch a direct glimpse of your eyes staring to the camera. It happens a lot in Hollywood in the red carpet. You've got a literal wall of photographers. You stop in front of that wall and get pics taken from every possible angle. Even if you're not watching in their general direction, some of those cameras will get your gaze, and it will look like you're looking straight into them. But there's a little problem with this. Even if there's a lot of interest in taking pictures of the royals, it's not that common for them to be facing a wall of paparazzis. There are quite a lot of photographers, of course, but there's no red carpet walking in the sense that you stop so they can take your picture. This is important. And I think this is the misconception that a few have pointed out about Meghan looking at cameras. After all, she had more to do with Hollywood than with the royal family. Because she did not know anything about royal life, right? So if Meghan had been at any Hollywood red carpet, it would have been absolutely normal to get those direct gaze pictures. Well, she claims that she feels camera shy at times, so make of that what you will. Some even went on to say that, but she's an actress, she will naturally be looking for the cameras. When in fact, this is the opposite, it's the other way around. An actress has to do everything but look directly into the camera. And in shows like, for example, Grey's Anatomy, where the cameraman is usually walking with the cast, you have to make sure that whenever you turn your head or turn around, your eyes never stop on the camera. If you do it for just a split second, and the whole take has to be repeated. Now, the show Suits doesn't have much frantic moments like those, so the camera doesn't get in the way of acting that much. But even so, for any actor or actress, it becomes second nature to just not think of the camera, or in some cases, consciously avoiding it completely. So staring straight into the camera is the complete opposite of what an actress would do. And that's one of the main things that makes those photos from Meghan so off. Because it's not just staring, she's actually posing for the camera, like that baseball kid that spotted the stadium camera looking at him. And you can tell that she's posing because it's not just a casual look, but also a facial expression, a subtle smile, or sometimes a smirk. By the way, you can refine your observation skills to better spot these facial expressions, downloading my 100 body language tips right in the description of this video. But the real reason Meghan's photos looking straight into the camera are so unsettling is this. As I spotted more and more of these kind of pictures, I began to notice a pattern. Meghan's expression stands out so much because she's usually the only one inside the picture that's looking at the cameraman. And we already know that this feels like she's looking at us directly. But it's that contrast with the rest of the group, a group of people that look like they are minding their own business, that feels off and uncomfortable. Like Meghan acting as if she knows that you are there. She is aware of your presence. That's why you feel like that when you look at those pictures, and the fact that this happened more often with her royal life photos is because this is some kind of rule that the royals try to uphold all the time. Never look straight into cameras. And this is exactly what Prince Philip said to Catherine many years ago. It was a suggestion, but you know that kind of suggestion that you better just apply like a golden rule. And the rationale is obvious. Looking into the camera has two problems when you're a person who does public service. It brings too much focus to your persona. As a royal, you want the focus to be on the people around you. You can see it in Catherine and William's photos. It's really hard to catch their eyes looking into the camera, and if you do, their expression is neutral, as if it was not intended. So I've mentioned this kind of details in body language, that certain gestures or behaviors are going to stand out by contrast depending on context. If there are certain customs and you break those customs, you must be aware that you will be bringing attention to yourself. And the best question you can ask is if that attention is something that you actually want. And Meghan's facial expressions when she is accidentally caught by the camera confirms that she really wants that kind of attention. Too bad for Harry, who claims to hate those camera clicks. If you want to support my channel and help me make more videos, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my body language analysis and tips. My name is Jesus